Greetings and welcome back to Room 303 in our Chats with Emily, as we are calling our readings through the poetry of Emily Dickinson contained in the Johnson edition. We turned out a poem 546, To Fill a Gap. Now, this is an interesting poem. It is another poem about desire. Is it another Sam Boyle's poem? It's possible. It is as well a possible theodicy. The gap here, the word gap, is maybe understood best as a problem or a challenge that has to be somehow fixed. In other words, you have something that disallows easy transit from one to the other, and so to fill the gap or to bridge the gap, to solve the problem is going to be our challenge. Our assumptions are that you've been following our stuff at LearnStrong.net down that left-hand side. Chats with Emily's our playlist. I'm hoping that you worked through our set of introductory comments as well as the preceding 545 poems. We just finished with 545, tis one by one. Now, some have read this poem as intended for Sam Boyle's, but there's some sexual language here. The gap, the inserting the thing, and that kind of thing. So I'll leave it to you to kind of see this. Others have seen this poem about death and about loss, and some have seen it just simply as the desire to try and fix something that can't so easily be fixed. She says it this way: to fill a gap, insert the thing that caused it, block it up with other, and 'twill yawn the more. You cannot solder an abyss with air. Now, of course, the word solder takes us back to poem 187. We'll see, ironically, this word solder again in the next poem of 547. In other words, to try and repair in some way. Now, to fill a gap here is an absence or a problem. In other words, to fix a problem, insert the thing that caused it. Now, this is ironic, and Emily loves this kind of thing. She says, whatever causes the problem can't be what solves the problem. In other words, if she is speaking, for example, about her absence, her longing to be with someone, let's say Sam Boyle's, for example, then constantly thinking about the absence of Sam Boyle does not fix the problem that Sam is not with her. Notice she says it again to almost repeat it, block it up, it being, of course, the gap, right, with other, and 'twill yawn the more. In other words, the gap, the abyss, just seems to kind of widen and widen and widen. In other words, it isn't so easy to fix a problem by trying to solve the problem through the problem itself. You cannot solder, again, to weld together, an abyss. By the way, a marginal note said that she suggested that maybe it was plug a sepulcher to talk about the dead, those who are gone, with air. And solder here seems to suggest maybe a permanent seal, like death itself. What is the point that she's making it to? The more we attempt to forget the one that we've lost or the problem that we're engaging in, the harder it becomes, because as we're telling ourselves, don't think about it, don't think about it, all we're doing is, of course, what? Thinking about it. And to be, well, obviously the irony here, using the memory of the thing you miss to fill the absence just doesn't work. And at 3a, poem 498, we'll come back to 498 when we, or I'm sorry, we've seen 498. We were already commenting on this poem when we were there. She wrote this poem, you'll recall, to Sam, about Sam. I envy seas whereon he rides, I envy spokes of wheels of chariots that him convey, I envy crooked hills that gaze upon his journey, how easy all can see. What is forbidden utterly is heaven unto me. I envy nests of sparrows that dot his distant eaves. The wealthy fly upon his pane, the happy, happy leaves, that just abroad his window have summer's leave to play. The earrings of Pizarro could not obtain for me. I envy light that wakes him and bells that boldly ring, to tell him it is noon abroad, myself be noon to him. Yet interdict my blossom and abrogate my bee, lest noon and everlasting night drop Gabriel on me and me. The idea here, of course, the irony, as we said when we studied this poem, is that she misses being with Sam Boyle. She wishes she could be with Sam Boyle. Of course, to think about that absence is only going to make that gap or that absence even worse. Finally, at 3b, to own a poem like this, what was a time when you tried to forget something, a problem, and it only made the abyss, the gap, worse? Thank you.